So our physical health is improved through primarily three things. So one is removing the stress, second is making us anti-age, and third is causing gene upregulation. So meditation is found to have and is healing many lifestyle diseases and many diseases and illnesses, because just by removing the stress. The second thing that's happening, dear friends, is that meditation is helping our body regenerate.
I would like to know more about art and science of ignoring.
Yes, you must ignore yourself, your views. You must ignore your conclusions. You must practice ignoring yourself. It's a very difficult thing. We think we are very important to ourselves. We are not. The way to ignore yourself is to listen to others' experience. And that's what is leading you to enlightenment.
For me, the meditation became a morning routine. So I used yoga for the last 30 years and walking almost 25 years I am doing it. Now meditation has joined in my daily routine. It becomes part and parcel of the daily life. Along with me, my wife also used to do meditation regularly. It gives a lot of support and connection.
So I started practicing meditation. Though it was initially very difficult, I was so restless, so annoyed with my own self. I was overeating. Obesity was there. So many things have come into life. But once I started doing meditation, my thought process changed. Whatever I was thinking, I started accepting whatever it has come.
I'm feeling energized throughout the day. Like earlier I used to feel somewhat like lazy or maybe low energy, but this is not the case. Since I've started meditating, like within 2 days I started experiencing the change. Even with few hours of sleep, I am able to I feel refreshed.
It is increase my energy and concentration. Whatever I work, I can do my work focus, and I'm getting more calm and quiet, and really I enjoy.
I was having shoulder pains since many years, and since 2 months I thought I should heal myself. So of course I was not taking any medication since a long time also, but in these 2 months I observed that the pains have reduced.
Wishing all of us a very happy anniversary. The real concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is what we witness to see now, where you're touching so many lives, uplifting so many spirits. So this is the only way where we feel that we can reach out to as many people as possible, where we can make a difference to ourselves and to the world around us.
I have to express my gratitude, and then on all of our behalf, to Patriji and with Patriji's vision that we are here, and with Karthikeyan sir, unparalleled support and push and encouragement. We are taking it forward. With SVB sir and Ramani sir came in right in the beginning, and then many of you, Narendra sir, Jagdish sir, been there like Tamahas in taking this, because you truly believe that this is a great work that we can take it to everybody. Happy morning, everybody. Great afternoon and a wonderful evening. Sama and Dhamma there are two things, Sama and Dhamma. Sama is the control of the mind, and Dhamma is the control of the body through the sense organs. Our sense organs are the cause for all distractions or for all experiences.
Sense organs are the cause for experiences. When I see a sweet shop, suddenly then that sense organ is sending a signal. When I go by a restaurant, suddenly that aroma, the sense organ is sending a signal inside. So sense organs are great, and then they are there for us to experience, but they also are the cause for distractions. We are attached to the experience that is already there, that we experienced in the past. Our mind, as the sense organs are providing inputs, then the mind is producing or pulling out the thoughts related to the experience of the past. And so then we have this constant churn of activities in a mind and body, feeding one to the other. They are perfectly in unison, working all the time, but without any control. If I like something, then I go on getting pulled towards that. If I like these sweets, then I go on, we get pulled towards that. I go there and then buy, then I eat, and I go there and buy and eat. There's no limit. When we get attached to that experience, then we go on doing it. Sense organs taking us there, and our mind is pulling the past experience of the taste, and then we go back and then have it again and again and again. No control. The result, of course, is there under the physical body after a few days, few weeks. Having a body and mind control as sama and dhamma. Sama is ability to control that thought. Our ability to control, ability to divert the attention of a mind from going away in different directions. Dhamma is ability to withhold the senses if required to stop, to prevent them from going in different directions. If mind gets controlled, automatically, if sama is there, dhamma is happening in most cases. But then it has to be practiced in the initial days. Ability to divert the attention or withhold the attention of the mind is meditation, and doing dhamma practices are mindfulness. Allowing ourselves to be on one thing is mindfulness, and then having the ability to control our mind is meditation. With meditation that we're practicing, dear friends, we gain complete sama and dhamma for a period of time. As we gain sama and dhamma, then we get to choose the experience that we want to have in many ways. The experience we want to have, not to say that we will not have troubles, but when troubles happen, the experience we want to have with it. When a problem occurs, the experience we want to have with it. Or the things that we want to have in our life, and then the experience to go and then create them. So many ways. When we have the control of the mind, then we choose to have the right experiences through it. And with this meditation, we are, over a period of time, absolutely doing that. We're gaining the control of the body and mind completely. We lose our cravings. We lose our distractions, the vanities, the addictions, the glamour, the illusion, many things that are otherwise the mind is making us think is real, and then the body is so nicely allowing it to happen because the body is so conditioned through the mind over a period of time, we are slowly gaining the control of it. This practice of regular meditation, which is training our mind to rest itself, rest and rest and rest, and which is also in the process weakening all the neural circuits which have so deeply been programmed into the subconscious, is helping us to have better experiences. Now, one of the ways the mind can be controlled or is by helping it see higher things. The mind is always liking experience that is more superior. If I'm spending time at my home in my back garden, and then when I get to know that there is a beautiful park nearby, which is bigger, Lal Bagh is there nearby, which is much bigger, then automatically the mind is going towards there because something more higher will have a much larger greenery where you spend there, then you get a lot more beautiful experience. If I learn and if I experience that there is a lot of inner peace inside, and then when the mind is trained to look at that peace inside, which is a lot more deeper, a lot more subtle, then again the mind is wanting to go there, because anytime something superior is there, the mind is by naturally designed to go there. So another way of gaining control of the experience is by training or constantly getting exposed to higher, a superior experience aspects. And so with meditation, we are training our mind to experience that inner calm, that peace, that bliss that we go through in meditation. And we become one with that energy field. The more we train ourselves slowly and slowly, and then expose our mind to this higher experience, then it wants to latch on to it. That higher experience is given when we start learning knowledge too. Every time we learn something more expansive, more supportive, you heal yourself, something that empowers and then it expands. So the mind is curious and say, you heal yourself. How is that possible? Your thoughts create reality. How is that possible? But it is very empowering. It's more expansive. So mind wants to go into the direction. So during this process of our 6 weeks, we're going to be doing exactly that, to expose our mind towards something more superior by learning a lot of higher knowledge that expands, that supports our growth, that empowers ourselves, that helps others also experience the same. While we are going to be exposing our mind towards that inner states of calmness, peace, joy, the bliss, connectedness, wholeness, that naturally happens in meditation when we are emptying ourselves. When Narendraji, a volunteer here at Buddhasi Foundation, when he was in Himalayas, when he was at Mahathir Babaji caves, was experiencing that huge energy as part of this quantum field experience, experiencing the huge energy of Mahathir Baba in a grander form, walking towards him, and then slowly converted a ray of light and going into the cave. Now that is a deep transcendental experience. And that form, as it's walking, there is so much of alone beautiful white light around. he was absolutely ecstatic to see that. And then there is some kind of a deep connection for him with that form. And so now he says there are no more doubts. Now he knows exactly where to go inward. A blissful experience that he had experienced during that meditation. Likewise, many of us constantly experience something or the other in meditation that connects us and go back and then see it because it's more superior. So we are practicing, dear friends, Anapanasati, breath mindfulness meditation. We are going to be learning a lot of wisdom, supporting our meditation practice scientifically to say why things are happening and then what we can further make out of this beautiful tool called meditation. It's giving us a total control of our body, total control of our mind, and then it is also giving us an access to something beyond our body and mind, which is called this quantum energy field or the consciousness. Many of us have science degrees, and many may not have science degrees, but highly have an analytical mind. And the mind is always questioning because we've been designed to question, question everything that we want to see a proof. And then we say, for anyone who still have the questioning, great, it must be there. When we say, explore it. Anyone new has joined here, when we say there is something higher beyond the mind, beyond the body and mind, there's something that exists, we say, explore it. That's what all the quantum physicists have done, went around and then finally said there is this something higher that out exists there, which can absolutely be accessed. But we say you explore for yourself by practicing for a few days, being in the program for a few days, and then exploring. If so many people worldwide are experiencing meditation where they say my life changed because there's total transformation happening, because there's a total control of the body and mind, and so there's a total transformation happening. Body transforms, gets better, body becomes young again. It gets better, healthy, but also start becoming young, more youthful. Our experience are completely changing. So then we say, my life is transformed, life changed. And then we are able to see things that are happening the moment we think things are happening because we're acting in beautiful power of the consciousness. So we say, explore it, experience for a few days. Before concluding for yourself, this is not for me or for you. So dear friends, we are let's go into a meditation once again. For anybody new, we're practicing Anapanasati meditation, a breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we empty the mind, we're experiencing all emptiness around. What do you mean empty the mind? Empty the mind of all thoughts. We do this by observing a natural breath. You sit comfortably where you are, with your legs crossed, left or right or left, at ankle, and then fingers into fingers like this, and then rest your hands in your lap, and close your eyes and observe your breath. Observe your breath anywhere in the nose, and as you observe the breath, natural breath, your mind becomes empty. When the mind is empty, you start experiencing great emptiness, a blackness, void around you, and then that's energy. And then we start receiving energy into your body. Or you feel energy. Our idea, the goal of the meditation is to be in that empty state of mind for as long as we want during the whole process. It's called breath mindfulness meditation. We're going to practice that today, along with music and some guidance. And every day we're practicing this. I ask you to go back and then look at day 1 and day 2 videos to know a little bit more about the science behind all of this. And then before you go into this meditation, we're doing something called heart elevation process, which I'll guide you, just follow it in this heart elevation process for a few minutes to elevate ourselves into a better mood, better state, and then go into this meditation that will help us go into deep states of emptiness. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, legs crossed at ankle, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath for the next 2 minutes. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more of that slow, long, relaxing breath and feel your beautiful heart, that seat of all emotions, which is helping all life thrive with its love energy, with its gratitude, kindness, compassion energy. I want you to recollect an experience from your past or from your present of enormous love, joy, gratitude. And relive that moment. Relive that moment of love, of joy, of gratitude from your life and elevate yourself. The more we experience love, joy, compassion, dear friends, the more we become one with all things and everybody. the more coherent we become with this energy field. Feel it, dear friends. Feel that energy inside of you, all around you, and allow yourself to direct that energy beyond the body onto every corner of this planet Earth. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Friends, at this time, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap, eyes closed. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation. Observe your natural, normal in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. as you observe the breath, allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. Allow yourself to observe any sensations in your body. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty. Of all thoughts in your mind. When our mind is empty, our body functions at its natural best. We channelize all that energy into the present moment. Allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is empty, become aware of that emptiness. All around your body. Become aware of that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, where there's no place and in no time. Allow yourself to experience that infinite depth of that emptiness of no body, of no thing, as you merge into your breath. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the infinite quantum energy field with unlimited possibilities and opportunities. This is the quantum consciousness. Where everything is connected. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, this blackness, this void, the more open you become, the more mystical you become, dear friends. Stay aware of this emptiness and allow yourself to stay connected to this field as no body, as no thing. Remember, we are less matter, more energy. Allow yourself to stay away from your body, away from your life, and become pure awareness. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into yourself, dear friends. This is your divine self. Friends, at this time, I would like you to express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Express gratitude to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection into this universe. Give thanks to all your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Be deeply grateful to all the people, your family, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, for allowing us to learn so many things in our life. Be grateful to all the things you use, the technology, the places you visit, your companies, your governments and systems that make our life so comfortable. Deep gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, for filling our lives with beauty, energy, mystery and more. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. And gratitude to this intelligent universe for allowing us to experience so much more in this life.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Relax your body. Feel your body. Let your autonomous nervous system repair your body. As you relax, recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands over eyes for 5 seconds. And then you may open your eyes. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. We've gone a little longer, as you could tell today. As you're still relaxing in, we always run a poll in the beginning to understand if you are new to meditation or if you've already been practicing. We'll still do that today. Veena, can you run the poll, please? Just a single question. And then we understand some science behind what we are doing today.
Yes, sir. We have the regular 2-question poll, so I'm launching it right now.
Yes, can you read out, Veena?
Yes. Friends, have you attended one or more of Buddha's CEO 40-day meditation programs earlier? In sense, is this your first program or you have attended the programs earlier? The second one is, how long have you been meditating regularly? Here, yoga, pranayama, prayer, contemplation are not meditations.
Please take time to answer. We only 50% answered. Those of you on mobiles, there'll be a pop-up, right? Just have to. Few more. Okay, Veena, you can end the poll.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So an overwhelming 3/4 have already either attended the program or so we have 1/4 new, but however, we have 40% who are less than 3 months of experience or no experience, which is very good. So I guess this time we can go into little advanced topics more as we have more people who have done this program. already once. I will do a balance. So thank you so much for that poll. Thank you, Veena. So friends, let me show you a few slides explaining the experience of meditation. Many people stop when they are experiencing something different than what they know of. They stop their meditations. With lack of proper guidance, many, they start off, but then they are fearful or something disturbing them, and so they stop. So I'd like us to just make sure that you're aware that whatever is happening in meditation is absolutely safe, and then it is expected. So then there is not something abnormal that you're experiencing when you are in meditation. The meditation experiences are very joyful and can be scary at times, depending on what kind of fears that we hold on. Lightness and heaviness in our bodies are most common experiences. In any part of the body, an organ or the whole body becoming very heavy, where you feel like becoming like a heavy piece of iron, that heaviness, or you feel totally light, and then you just potentially just fly off like that. Body swaying, swinging, going round and round in circles. And in case, by the way, as you're seeing it, and if you have experienced it today again, you can write that in the chat, whatever you experienced of these movements of the body. So left side, right side, sometimes body is rotating like this. Very common that we see people rotate the body. They don't rotate, but the body rotates. Your head is rotating, spinning. Head is spinning constantly. It is going left, right. The head is spinning too fast. There is, they're feeling that something will happen to the head. If you try doing a neck exercise, it's not that easy, right? You got to be very careful with these neck muscles. But then in meditation, sometimes they rotate quite fast. Feeling pains, anyway, throbbing pain or a little bit of pain coming anywhere in the body, it is possible. And particularly would like to know if anybody has experienced any pains today. Whirling and floating sensation, that as if your body is lifting up and you're floating. You are out of the body and you're seeing yourself. You're somewhere floating in the room, in the corner of the room somewhere. Or you just, from where you are, you feel like you are floating. Whirling, you are rotating inside. The sensation is there. There's something inside which is rotating, and but you physically you're not doing that, but inside is there. Body movements also can be like postures. Suddenly you're going into asana postures. You're not doing it, but involuntarily it's happening. Non-existence of the body or organs. So where you feel you don't exist, you feel your hands don't exist, your head doesn't exist, or everything below the head, the whole rest of the body does not exist, not disappearing, as if you don't exist, you just are energy, you just feel non-existence yourself there, or a part of it. Having sensations in the third eye region here, deep sensations, tingling sensations, there is some light coming out there, and now feeling itchy sensations right here. Colors, seeing different colors, that all kinds of colors, something very unexplainable, though deep and rich in colors. Some of us see it. Visions of, when we talked about this, anything. If you travel around the world, many kinds of visions you see. These could be visions like that. This could be visions of people. This could be visions of gods or goddesses or spirits. This could be visions of anything, the planetary things. Any visions of the past or the future, things that you don't know. Not having any specific experiences is common, most common for many people, particularly in our groups. All of these are meditation experiences. In meditation, when you are slowly becoming empty of all thought, then you are becoming an experience, that energy, and you are connecting into this quantum energy field, which is an unlimited intelligent field. So we are receiving specific information and signal. And so when you do that, then automatically, and it's like a TV antenna, you receive signal, and then that signal is translated into imagery, and then you see that imagery. You hear that imagery, the feeling or a sensation or many things that can happen, it translates to that. We tune into a channel, so depending on our state of mind and depending on where we are with respect to our consciousness, sometimes we see a specific angle, we see specific things. And those who are absolutely just become pure empty and aware of nothing else other than being awareness, then they may immediately see anything. That's what is called being open. In meditation, we start experiencing things that are beyond the body, and so we start becoming more open to things that otherwise we say it's not possible. We become more open. The whole idea of the practice of meditation is to allow ourselves to be open. When I say open, for example, if you are in your company only giving promotion after 5 years of experience in the previous position, being open means that, even if you have 1 year of experience, be open, because any possibility can occur. Tomorrow, you may be called and say, hey, lead this role, and then you still get that promotion. Not having that closed door and say it's not possible. That small thing in the day-to-day life. Being open means that you may be able to connect in to see something higher, grander vision, or an insight, or a discovery, or an invention that you may be trying to do. So in meditation, we can experience any of them. Some people experience potentially deep physical experiences. So it's like pains or heartbeat going fast, like I said, your head spinning quite fast. And so then suddenly we get scared. Or if you see some dark form in the meditation, we get scared because of the darkness and something. Or we say, dreams are there. Sometimes the bad dreams, we call it, which are fearful or scary dreams, wake up. So similar experience we may see. What you may experience in dreams, will all of that and many of that can come in meditations. And all of them are potentially either the projection of the future or the experience of the past, or symbolic in nature, teaching us, helping us learn some things, or simply exposing ourselves to this grander universe that exists out there, which is high frequency, high vibrational universe that we cannot perceive everything through a naked eye. But in meditation, our sensory perceptions, we are able to sense the energy and vibration, so we see it, many of them. So that's one from meditation experiences. The second is what's happening. What's the time we have? 7:16. Okay. So there is a busy slide. I want you to pay close attention to this. On the left side of the picture is representing an iceberg. And there is a huge iceberg, the unseen portion of the iceberg, which is below the ocean. And then above the ocean, above the surface, there is a smaller portion. Our mind is divided into these three areas: conscious, analytical, and subconscious. I mean, we are simplifying, right, broadly. There is brain, which is all this mass of neural networks. And then brain in action is mind. Mind is a memory or a skill or a learning or a knowledge, information, everything that is stored in the brain. A capability, a thought analysis is a capability. Creation is a capability. Creating something new, visualization is a capability. Right? There are a lot of skills like that that a mind has, a capability the mind has, using which, of course, we are learning a lot. Now, so there's conscious mind, and there is analytical mind, there is subconscious mind. The conscious mind is 10% is what we use. The percentages are not the size of the brain here, but the percentage are how much we use. Conscious mind on a day-to-day normally for a normal person is only 10%. But what is conscious mind? Everything on the right side that you see is critical thinking, logical thinking, your willpower, your learning, your decision making, your reasoning, your visualization, your creation. This conscious mind capability exists mostly for humans. For animals, it's very tiny. That's why animals, most of them have small brain, big body. The conscious mind, which is the frontal portion of the mind, which is the big part of the mind. So 90% of brain is conscious mind, but it's only 10% of it is used. And the subconscious, which is where 90% of the time we use the subconscious. So most of our life experience tend to be driven through the subconscious mind and unconscious mind combined included. We have these routine thoughts and routine feelings. Routine thoughts. Just wake up from the morning and then you just do certain things without even knowing, routine stuff, because it's our program. Your behavior, your attitude, every time you see somebody, how do you behave? Every time you see a teacher or a past teacher who has caused a trouble, you thought, and so then your opinion about that person, and so then when you see that person, what attitude are we demonstrating to your company or any of those that are habits? What perceptions are made out of people, and so then how are you behaving when things are occurring for us? What perception do you have of the government? What perception do you have of companies or bosses? These are repeated ones. The things that happen over a period of time repeatedly are things that have happened intensely. Suddenly out of nowhere, if you lost someone very, very close family member in the most selected ways, a very intense experience, sudden. Anything that happens sudden, intense, they would stay long, they stay in the subconscious mind deeply. They stay with us for a long time. Accidents, unexpected recognitions, both positive and negative. So the subconscious mind is driving a lot of our experience of life, because 90% of the time we are what a subconscious is. If I believe and if I come to a conclusion and we draw these conclusions, if 4 times in our company, when you join your company, 4 times, if people have not encouraged you in whatever that you're trying to tell them and then do, then you come to a conclusion that this company is not going to allow you to be creative and nobody values your opinions. You come to a conclusion. You slowly come up with that belief that this company does not allow, and then over a period of time, you listen to your friends and then from other companies, they're also telling the same. And so the environment, you come to a conclusion that many companies do not value your talent. Or if they all happen to be big companies, you come to a conclusion, big companies don't value creation. They don't care about what you want to put. They only want to tell you what to do. On the other hand, you hear from one friend in a startup and says, you know what, my boss is just allowing me to do this. So you come up with that conclusion that small companies, absolutely, startups is where you have this capability to express. And here, no, we come to a conclusion, even with 1 or 2 or 3 events. We make a conclusion, we form that as a belief. And so everything we do from then on is around that. So next time you have an opportunity, and then you say, these guys are not going to care for me, I should not waste my time. So you don't even open up your mouth, or you have an idea, we don't even express it. Because we operate out of past beliefs. We make a perception out of people and things and environment. So our life experiences are driven through the subconscious mind. So what are we doing? Meditation is helping to reprogram this. Now, what is stopping us to access the subconscious is our analytical mind. Analytical mind is constantly, based on our past experiences, is analyzing, and it's like a gate. Even you made a conclusion that big companies do not value your opinion, but then someone is saying, you know what, I'm working at Google and we're so big, but then everything is allowed. And analytical mind says, no, it's not possible. How is it possible if our company is not doing it? It does not allow you to take that information to explore, instead it blocks it there. You heal yourself. What are we saying? You heal yourself. It doesn't matter what your past is or what your body condition is. You can heal yourself with a thought. And when I say that, analytical mind is saying, really? How is it possible? What happens to all the medications? I mean, are people doing this whole medical industry out of nothing? So then how can it be that no sugar can be healed with meditation without medication? How is it possible? What happens to the biological changes that already occurred? Our analytical mind is not letting us access, letting us explore a given information. Our goal is to see that analytical mind is dropped so that we take in that constructive, expansive, supportive information so that we can then take that into your subconscious, which is constantly operating for us. Subconscious is very important. You know, you are driving and suddenly a huge vehicle is coming onto you. You don't have adequate time to react and respond, but subconscious already learns the skill of the driving, and suddenly it helps the body to swirl the wheel, and so you escape. It happened many times, right, for us. People are playing gully cricket, and then suddenly the ball comes onto you, or someone is doing many kinds of games, and the ball comes on, but there is at the last minute you protect yourself. It's all happening because subconscious is trained to protect. That protective reactions and values, intuition, they're all there. They're required to protect ourselves, whether we accept or not accept. A dog is chasing at us. We need that strength to run. So subconsciously and unconsciously, the body is already reacting, and then based on the past experiences. And so all that is required. So our goal, dear friends, is to allow ourselves to expand the use of a conscious mind from 10% while it is 90% in size. So the whole meditation is helping us to switch this. It'll help us to start using more and more conscious brain, which is what is a great gift of human. We become more creative, more creative, more analytical, more visualizing, more learning. We will start learning more things. We make more effective decisions, more reason, more things will happen. So more experience of life. We start using more conscious mind. And then we drop the analytical mind. So where it is required, we program ourselves so beautifully, because then whatever we learn, we can access it, take into long-term memory so that it stays with us, so we can access it. And so we also program ourselves very well. So in situations where involuntarily great things can happen for us. So that's what is happening through meditation. It reverses the roles. And then I'll end today's session with this slide. Another way of looking at this brain. So on the right side picture, you have these various brain waves. I was alluding to this yesterday a bit. So the brain waves are measured frequency, right? It's an amplitude and frequency. So if you see this here, the delta, it's like almost a line, right? It's called a brain wave. It's got a very low frequency. A brain wave is a very low frequency. That means it has a very low amplitude. So that means it is happening very few times a second, right? It's really that way. On top here, you see a lot of busy lines, right? Busy, high and low, high and low, high and low. So this is busy. This is busy mind. So a conscious mind, when you are consciously operating, we are very busy. In subconscious, we are very slow. And we know that when we slow down, we tend to take better decisions. We know that, right? When you are slowed down, if not busy, you are in nature, you are relaxing with a cup of coffee. So we tend to take better decisions. So very simple common sense that we got to slow down. And the brain waves are slowed down in those states below a subconscious level, where it's slowing down state, and a conscious level, where an active state. Both are required. We need to be active when we are effectively doing certain work, concentrated, we're fully in it. And then when we're not doing it, we want to become, less active, and then less active in the mind, and then let it relax and rest and peace. So the alpha state in meditation, what it is doing is that arrow is pointing down. So from conscious mind, it's going into the axis of the subconscious, or otherwise to say that our brain waves, we are letting go of all the thoughts which are high frequency waves, and they all go away, and the low frequency waves and skill reasons are accessible in meditation. So we go down from a high beta, which is a stressful state, to a beta, which is a normal when you wake up in the morning and then take a bath, and then you are normally in this beta state. very focused, alert, attention, awake. You're in that state. You're ready to learn, ready to experience. But if there is a serious activity going on in a family crisis or some kind of crisis at office, whether it's a crisis with a client or, just, some people, managers, talking about different things about you or others. So that is also a crisis for us, right? So we just carry it. And so we are in this stress mode. As soon as we wake up, we are already going to the stress mode. In meditation, we are slowing our brain down. So we go into this alpha state, which is positive thinking. You will learn faster. You relax deeply. So you help letting your body sort of rejuvenate. You go into further, if you go a little deeper into meditations, what is the deeper state? More empty. More and more empty. That means you're removing the layers of thoughts. So the alpha layer is removed, so you go into the theta layer, where you have deep learning, creativity, getting creative ideas. You're into this deep meditative state. Theta state is considered one of the best meditative states. You're receiving insights. You're exploring various truths of the universe that are there. Meaning that Mahathir Babaji experience I spoke in the beginning is a theta state experience. One is experiencing then. An energy that you're seeing as a visual imagery of something that only have been heard, that there's gods, goddesses exist, or spirits exist that you can't see, but here you can't start connecting to them because out of the body they all go back into the energy. We are in the body. When our attention is withdrawn, we're becoming energy. So we go back into the energy field. We just not visible to the naked eye, but we're all there. Our experience are all together are there. So we start connecting back again. And so the delta, and then theta to delta is deep sleep. Delta is a deep sleep state, dreamless sleep state, delta, where you are allowing your body to deeply heal. So whenever we have this deep sleep, where dreamless sleep is where in delta state, so we allow the body to heal deeply. We are experiencing transcendental states of it in those days. And there is another state called gamma, which is a supernatural state, which is beyond this high beta. The frequencies are significantly high. There's a peak awareness, the bliss, enlightened, blissful state. Sometimes, people don't know what's happened to them for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They are in the trance state. So that means they're experiencing the gamma states. So gamma states are supernatural states where many things are possible. Sometimes we go into it. So that's also the state where instantaneous, spontaneous remission can happen for people when in meditations. So friends, it's good to understand a little bit of science with meditation, but the conclusions from what we're learning today is that one, meditation is taking us to very beneficial brainwave states by default. So if you practice it for a few days, that busy mind, where normally we're in that beta state or high beta state, slowly, because that beta high beta is caused by all this unwanted thought or those attached programs in our subconscious, because we felt sad about somebody very close has gone, and then it repeated, it's there a subconscious program that gets weakened. So many of these unwanted subconscious programs are weakened. So we naturally are in a slow down, joyful state. So we gain and conserve a lot of energy. And second, we understand from today that meditation allows us to expand our conscious mind and utilize the conscious mind a lot more, so experience more. And it allows us to drop that analytical mind so that we can take in all good, positive, expansive knowledge easily into ourselves so that we have an opportunity to implement it into our lives. Thank you very much for joining. And tomorrow, on Thursdays, we have something called breakout sessions. So we are learning through sharing. So we are going to have a great opportunity for many questions and many sharings of your experiences with your team facilitators. So we'll do that tomorrow. I believe we have not introduced one facilitator. Is Ladini still there? All right, so we'll get to have Ladini as a team facilitator to introduce tomorrow. So Veena, do you have any announcements?
Yes, sir. WhatsApp groups. There have been a lot of questions around lot of WhatsApp groups. Friends, we have sent you an email with the WhatsApp group links. Please check your emails, or you can also check your spam or your inbox for the emails received. In that email, there will be a button which you will have to click and you will be added into the WhatsApp groups. And regarding survey questions, I would request Ratnavelu sir to present it.
Okay, thanks, Veena ma'am. Let me share the screen. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so dear friends and masters, so I hope you all had a wonderful meditation. So I think we have got we are actually issuing the Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate. So everyone has the questions around this, like how I can actually avail this Practitioner Certificate. This certification, like Practitioner Certificate, is being valued across most of the organizations when you are applying for a job or whenever, for the promotion everywhere. So what happens is, so this particular, how the mindful is actually mindful practice being practiced by you. This certificate actually gives you that, at the end of 40 days will tell you, yes, you have been done that. So the first thing is, what is the eligibility for getting this Buddha CEO Practitioner certificate is, the first thing is attendance. That is, so as you know, like this 40 days program, out of 40 days, 30 days, 32 days attendance is must. This is number one. Number two is, we will be sending a quiz, right? So every week we'll be sending quiz for in your WhatsApp group and in your registered email. So in this, 5 out of 6 quiz is you have to attend it. And in that, you need to answer. That score will be calculated, like 50% of the score is there on the 5 quizzes, whatever you are answering. This is the second thing. Third one is, we also send the self-assessment forms on the week 1, week 2, week 3. Week 3, these self-assessment forms basically will tell you, how you have been feeling initially, and how you actually, what is the change that you felt, whether there is improved sleep, or did you actually felt some changes. So this assessment will help you to understand how your journey from the start to the end. So these are the 3 criteria for availing this Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate. First one is attendance. 32 days out of 40 days is a must, mandatory. Number 2 is quiz, answering the quiz. We will send every week 1 quiz. Out of that, at least 5 quiz we should answer. And not only that, the score also 50% is you should score, and it will be very simple questions. Like, for example, right now we have seen the slide, like what is the conscious mind, what is the subconscious mind, how that belief, all these beliefs, does it exist in this subconscious or conscious mind. So it will be very simple questions. And 3 self-assessment forms, week 1, week 2, week 3, that is very mandatory. That actually tells how your journey from from the start to this. These are the 3 criteria so for availing the Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate.
Thank you, Ratnavel. So friends, there are 2 aspects to this. One is certificate. So those who are interested will opt for it, which is going to happen in the first self-assessment form will be sent today. So there is one question in the self-assessment form where it asks you, are you interested to avail a certificate? And so then you're participating in the certification program. So make sure to you select that. So because after that, we are sending information about the certificate, quizzes weekly and all of that through your email only. We don't send it to everybody unnecessarily. So those who want to practice, we want to get a certificate from Buddha CEO, so you are selecting that particular question in the self-assessment one. Now, the self-assessments are more for our research, for ourselves, as well as for you to assess yourself. So that self-assessments are for everybody. Everyone is going through the program. We really request you to participate in the assessment, one in the week 1, another in week 4, another in week 6, as soon as the program ends. So these 3 self-assessments are required from everybody. Everyone is joining. The least we can do is to fill up that assessment form and then measure for yourself how you're progressing. And then also let's us put some research together, which we're constantly adding more and more data to the research we're doing ever since we started the programs, right? So one is for everyone, the self-assessments, only 3 of them, whereas the quizzes and certification where attendance and many things are being counted is separate only for those who are interested in a certificate. Thank you, Rathanvel. Thank you very much. So with that, dear friends, we'll end today's session. So we'll see you back all tomorrow at 6 a.m. again. And then as always, I'll wait after 2 minutes. We'll be here to take any questions that anybody wants to share an experience or two till usually we're there till 8 o'clock. So thank you all. Ladini will introduce you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Okay. Anybody would like to share your meditation experience today? And newcomers? Or anyone? Mr. Pravash Patra, how are you experiencing, sir? You've been there before?
Yes. I've been on and off attending with the CEO things, but last this month only, the COVID effect has touched me, and I got admitted into ICU. After that, I become very serious in this meditation, practicing meditations. So I was there in 11 days in ICU, and there only I got rid of this COVID. And I found myself, the only meditation can strengthen your self-belief, and you can heal yourself. That experience is also I experienced. And more than medicines, I think meditation has cured me. And I came out of the ICU without much damaging to my lungs. So when I came to know that my lungs got damaged, so I was so frightened inside that ICU, and I see every day people are living their life. That was something like it worried me so much. But the meditation which I continued, your all recorded meditations, that I found that this will only help me. So after having, I came out of that ICU, I think 15th of this October. Since then, I have started doing this meditation, and my lifestyle has been changed. I get up at 3:45. I put that chakra meditation for 2 hours. Then since then, this chakra meditation is healing me like anything. My all medicines are stopped, and I'm finding that only meditation can bring all these changes. And I've been continuing, and I'm getting a lot of time now because I am at doctor's advice. I have to take some rest for 2 to 3 months. So my life, I think I have got a rebirth, and I have to continue with this meditation. And a lot of things have been changing in me. And I find there are certain things you should drop in your life. While doing meditations, my conscious mind is always overthinking everything basically. So I am not able to come out of the things, but there are always in my mind. I should come out of the 5 things which I think this is overthinking and worriness, then living in the past, then self-doubt. And one thing is also there, making others happy. So these 5 things I always feel that I should drop in my life. But over the things I found myself, the other things are possible, but while doing the meditation, overthinking is too much of bothering me. But nowadays I'm finding myself, I can reduce this thing. But I have taken a commitment that I've started on 22nd of this October, but I will continue till October, this November 30th, when 40 days will over. I will just see that 2 hours of meditation, how is healing my process basically. And after today, I also got up at 1 o'clock. I did that 2 hours meditation, then that little break, then I joined this program. So my realization is that only meditation can heal, and that is the only way we can get rid of all our health problems basically. So this is my practical experience, and still I'm trying to overcome that overthinking. When I go into the meditation, I find myself that yes, now I achieved. The moment I think that yes, I'm achieved, and again I'm going into the thinking mode. So that is what I'm struggling. And I've been doing this meditation in the past also. So I started this meditation in 2012, but it was on and off, and I was never able to come out of this thinking part only. So I think now a serious meditation and constant focus on meditation will take to me level, and I will also experience something. Thank you, sir.
Wow. That's a lot in a few days of serious meditation that you're doing. Our mind is trained so much involuntarily of thinking and projecting everything for years and years. So please be compassionate to yourself more, and then give yourself more time. So
yes,
that
yes,
give yourself more time, and it is a gradual process, and
I know, sir.
It has to happen. But I really love what you're doing. That's how a sadhak is. A serious sadhak is saying, let me explore. And that's what I did, dear friends. In the year 2002, because I was also like this for 3 years. 99, I met Patriji. 99 March or April. And 2002, 3 years have passed. And I've been in and out of it on the periphery. I would meditate and not meditate. Many days would go by. But I know generally the importance of it, but I didn't do it. Something came on to me, and then those 2-3 months of 2002, August, September, and October, particularly the August and September, 2 months, I read 6 to 8 books in 2 months, and then I did 1 to 2 hours of meditation. I was exploring and listening, and many things I just did it. I said, let's do it. I want to explore it. So it's how it is. The true sadhak in the beginning is saying, I want to get to know it. Let me experience it, because only a self-experience will ever clear those doubts and then make a latch onto it. No amount of talk and teaching is of use. So I love what you're doing. Parvaz is 2 hours, 3 hours of meditation that you are determined to do it. We all are doing it. We all are doing it when we are getting into crisis. Or now, how long are we going to be in an unpleasant mode? How long are we going to wait to get into an unpleasant mode before we say that I must do it? Right.
That is a self-realization, actually. That's the thing what I experienced every time I used to listen to you, all these things, all past sessions. But the realization has happened now only after this COVID experience.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Great sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else? Anybody? I hardly have any newcomers having videos on, so I can't even tell. Okay, if no questions, hi Jagdish sir, and we'll chat and good things.
Yeah, good morning. It's been a wonderful, what shall I say, come back for this 40-day session. And there are a lot of wonderful people out there who are new. Wish them all the best. And I'm sure with your kind of guidance, they will definitely learn that meditation helps. And an example to all the newcomers is, I'm here, a long-term meditator, giving up. I never had, occasionally I've had some good experiences, but not the wonderful kind of hallucinatory experiences that people talk about. You don't need to have that. This is my advice to others. Just experience it through meditation and things will happen. You'll see that transformation in yourself as you go along. The fact that you feel life very peaceful, life very happy and less stressful itself is very important. And that's my advice to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jagdish sir, the former very successful professor from IIM Bangalore, continuing to teach, a great proponent of meditation. Now I will say that, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And also Jagdish sir is helping us, publishing and looking after and then trying to help us bring out multiple books. So first one will be the Patriji's Q&A book that Sir has helped as editor to do this. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, friends. We'll save the 10 minutes for ourselves. So we'll meet back tomorrow at 6 again. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Monica started even before we could stop. Thank you. Bye-bye.